So, is YouTube going to take down my channel? I got a copyright strike. Let me explain what happened. It was Sunday night. I was checking my YouTube channel. I opened it up and I seen this. It said, "You have received a copyright strike." What a copyright strike is, they can give you a copyright strike. YouTube can give you a copyright strike, and that goes against you. That's one thing as a YouTube creator you don't want. In essence, I'm on probation for 90 days. I got to go through a YouTube course and complete it. And after 90 days, it will wipe that strike away. Within that 90 days, if you get a second strike, now you're in trouble. Third strike, they can shut your channel down. So, like I said, I woke up, I seen this, and I was like, oh my God, what's going on? My stomach was turning. I didn't even sleep that night. I was so worried about it. YouTube has two different types of copyright things they can give you. One's a copyright claim. What that is YouTube will send you what's called a copyright claim. I've received them. Say you're walking around and there's background music playing or something like that, and YouTube's algorithm picks it up, and they basically say, hey, listen, you got a copyright claim. This is not a strike. It's just us telling you, okay, you have a copyright claim. I've received them. What you can do is you can go into that video, and in that video, in that short clip there, it'll show you where the copyright claim has been filed. I don't even think it's filed. I just think YouTube's algorithm picks it up. And you can do a couple things. You can remove that part, mute it, make your own music in there, whatever. That's why I always say, you guys hear me saying, oh, there's music, I got to stop, whatever. Because YouTube is very picky about that. They're very touchy about those kind of things. Like I said, I've received them. A lot of times, I just let them go because it's not really a strike against you. It's just a claim. Another thing that'll happen is you might use music from, say, a non-copyrighted channel. It says you can use our music. You just got to include, where the music came from, who made it. I've done that, and maybe a year or two down the road, the owner of that music decides, I want to gain credit from it, and they could monetize it. Then you'll get a notification that hey, this person has monetized it. That's how that works. The copyright strike is where an owner of a channel actually files a copyright claim against you. They go in there and they do that. I've had people use my content. I've seen it. I have notifications that they use my content. What I do, here's how I do it. I email the person and say, hey, listen, I see you've used my content. Could you kindly remove it? I give them a chance. I just don't go for the jugular vein. I give them a chance because I know strikes are very critical to a YouTube channel, and they usually do. They will usually just remove that video. Sometimes I've even just figured, what? I don't really care. About a month or two ago, people were sending me messages. Hey, did you see this channel use your content about warning, don't retire in the Philippines? I went, I checked it out. The guy used it in a respectable way. He didn't destroy, trash the video. He just kind of gave his own personal opinion. Could I have filed a complaint? Sure. Could I have taken action? Sure. It's not me. It's not in me to do something like that. Like I said, the guy did it in a respectable way. There's this thing, it's called fair use. Fair use and copyright, it's a fine, fine line there. Fair use allows you to use another person's material. Now, you just can't take their video, upload it, and claim it as yours. You have to go in there, you have to modify it. You kind of have to use it and make it your own. Like I said, you just can't, boom, upload the whole thing and say, all right, this is my video. You got to modify it. You got to change things up. You got to kind of personalize it and make it yours. You do not have to notify that person that you're using their video. Legally, you do not have to. So I spent all day, past couple days, just researching, what is fair use and what can I do about copyright and all this other stuff. When you receive a notification that somebody has used your material, and you will, and the only person that can file a claim is the owner of that video. I can't go file a claim because somebody else used somebody else's video. I can't do that. The person that you've used their content has to do the claim. So there's a couple things you can do when somebody files, or if you want to file a complaint against somebody for using your content. I say there's 4 things. First one, you can just kind of leave it go. Whatever. The channel I used it from, they're not monetized. They have a handful of videos. They're not a big channel. So yeah, you can just say, I'm just going to leave it go. Second one you can do is send a person an email. And I did that. I sat down, I wrote the person an email, I explained to them, hey, I apologize for using your content. There's a thing called fair use and copyright. There's a fine line there. I felt it was under the fair use. I apologize. I even said in the email, hey, listen, I'll make a public apology, apologizing, hey, I use your content, and I will tell people, hey, if you want to see the videos, go over to his channel and check out the channel. So that's the second thing you can do. The third thing you can do is you can file a complaint, and basically the complaint will allow you to gain any revenue off of that video. I think it's like a share, like you'll get a portion of it and the person who you used the video from will get a portion of it. The fourth thing you could do is go right for the jugular vein. You could say, you know what, I don't care. He used my content. I just want to be a D, and file a complaint. Now, when you can also ask the person to retract that complaint, that copyright complaint. They can go in there, they can retract it. What'll happen is YouTube will give you, they'll clear out that strike and they'll give it back to you. So that's what happened. Now, what recourse do I have as a creator? Like I said, they give you 2 options. One is contact the person, explain to them, ask them to retract the copyright claim, which I did. No response. No response from the person. Second thing you can do is file a counterclaim, where you can go in there and say, hey, listen, I feel I was given a strike to my channel and it was unfair. I used fair use of the other person's video, and I feel I got a strike for unfair, I got an unfair strike. Then what happens is they will notify that person that gave you that copyright strike and say, hey, listen, you have 10 days to file a legal complaint against the person that used your content. YouTube's out of this now. This now becomes a legal complaint. YouTube can't rule on whether it's a copyright or it's not a copyright. YouTube does not have that authority. So the person then has to go see a lawyer. They have 10 days to produce documents, legal documents, that they are pursuing you in court for a copyright claim. Now, you also have to know what the laws of your country are. Each country's laws are different. They're different around the world when it comes to copyright. So now this guy has to, like I said, produce this to YouTube and show legally they're taking action. What happens is, from what I've been reading and studying, the person will take you to court. They have to prove that you illegally used their content. In other words, you took their content, you didn't change anything, you just uploaded it and made it your own. The person then can say, hey, listen, I lost revenue on my channel because this person took my video. And like I was saying, the channel that I used the video off of, which I thought I was using under fair use, is not monetized, only has a handful of videos. He's not making any money off of his videos. Then he can turn around and say, I want the money and the revenue that I got off of using his video. Well, I didn't get any revenue because the video was taken down so quick. I didn't build any revenue off of it. So in essence, the person that would file this complaint against me in court would wind up spending a lot of money and getting zero in return. I guess it would be just gratification that he could prove that I took his video and just took it and uploaded it without making any modifications. Like I said, there's that fine line, fair use, copyright. It did bother me that I got that, because now I'm on probation for 90 days. But it happens. It happens. People make mistakes. They make mistakes. But I don't know if I want to take that route. I'm just not, it's just not in me to do that. I like to give people chances. You know what I mean? It's just not in me. I'm not a D. That's not me. Other people, they're just D's. They're just D's. That's all there is to it. But yeah, that's what happened. Like I said, I've gotten over it. I've gotten over it. What happens is sometimes you have channels out there that they do reviews on movies and things like that. And they use clips of movies, or they do reviews on games. They use clips of games inside their videos. And the creator will file a copyright claim against them. It happens. It happens. Now, if it's a big, huge company, I can see, all right, this channel is making hundreds and hundreds and thousands of views per video. They are profiting big time off of using my material. And yeah, they can, I could see that happening because they're a big company. But a small channel doing that. Another thing too is, if you're going to file a complaint against somebody, you better make sure that all the videos that you have uploaded in your channel meet all the requirements of YouTube. Don't be a person who's of a double standards. Oh, well, you took mine, I'm going to put a strike in or a claim it, when in your video you might have something that violates YouTube's policies also, because people can retaliate. People can file a claim against another person's video. It's a vicious circle. It's a nasty vicious circle. I don't like to get involved in things like that. So if the person that filed the strike against me, if you're watching this, maybe you are. I mean, you're aware of my channel because you filed that complaint, that copyright complaint, or maybe somebody told you about it. I don't know. Maybe you're a hater of me. Maybe you're one of those guys that gives a thumbs down to me all the time. I could put up a video about dogs and kittens and cats and bunnies and cute things and stuff. You'll always give me a thumbs down. Maybe you're just one of those haters of mine. But if you're out there watching this, I'm asking you on this platform, if you would find it in your heart to retract the claim you put in against me, if you could find it in your heart. If not, no big deal. It just tells me what kind of character and what kind of person you are. But anyways, that's what happened, guys. That's what happened. YouTube gave me a strike, and these are the things I can do. Figured I'd put it out there, explain to you, because a couple people had said, hey, what happened to the old, the last couple videos you put up? Well, that's what happened. So anyways, with that being said, take care of yourself, take care of each other. Take care of the sick, the elderly, and the young if you have pets. Take care of your pets, and we'll talk to you later.